Douglas, you're streaming the back of your head.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm sure your ratings just went way up.
There you go.
Just gave it a little shaving this morning. Enjoying the cool breeze. Shit. Some uneven spots going on there.
In the skull or in the hair?
On the hair.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I shouldn't have rushed. Yeah, well, guess I won't be doing any modeling today. From behind, if you know what I mean. How do you like that other thing?
Yeah, real good. It's I wish the viewfinder were set up differently, but other than that, it's okay.
A lot of cameras are down these days.
I gotta fix my
Well, see what it is the viewfinder, not the little screen.
Oh, it's in the
back. What it is, it's just set up just enough that it's kind of like a little too high. If it came down just a little bit, it would be great.
So you've got a shoulder brace thing on there?
Yeah.
Flips down.
That actually worked well. I mean, it didn't when I first got it because it needed to be tweaked. But after tweaking it a little bit, it's okay. I'll tell you who has one. Channel 9 has a camera like this. And they have nice shoulders. I mean, I even took a picture.
Oh, it must be very nice. It's funny because
Oh yeah. That's where I'm getting this.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's a nice setup.
yeah, when you have just a small camera, no matter how light it is, you gotta hold your arms out in front of you. It's like holding a microphone.
Yeah. Well, this thing has a thing that comes down and it sits right here.
It's cool.
And, it's, like I said, now that I got it tweaked around the way it needs to go, it's fine.
I got a thing called a steady gun. Have you heard of that?
What?
Steady gun. It's like an elastic sash around your neck, hangs down here. You know how when people hold flags, they got a little thing. Well, it's got that kind of a holster. And then you clip this thing on the front part. And then it's got a hole. It bounces a little bit, it takes some of the weight off. It's pretty cool. I don't use it that often, but when I do,
That'd be great for shooting football games. I know when I shoot football games in the fourth quarter, my back is screaming.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I know Dion was really fretting after shooting games, he had to do rock and shit and all that. I said, hey, I need my steady gun, but he never. So he didn't get a chance to use it.
remember, what's his name? Carlos? Yeah. He had that thing. The camera used to hang right here.
Yeah,
But he had neck problems.
I think it was back. I'm pretty sure it was back.
He retired a long time ago.
He sure did. I think he was 57 when he retired.
Really?
And now he's older than us. So that would have been about 12 years.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, he's moved a couple of different places. He went, I think, to Oklahoma City, where he had been before, and he had his son there. Then he went to Florida. And now he's back up in Seattle or someplace in upstate New York. And you know, Mary Nick, his wife, she was from there.
Right.
So that's where they're living. And you know, man, just think about it. The global warming, like, that's going to be the equivalent of North Carolina. No snow, mild winters. Buffalo, 20 years, it'll be all year round.
Banana bills.
Maybe I worry too much, man. I'm just obsessed with my car being here.
See, I used to always park. She was.
Yes, I know. Before they put those fuckers up
Yeah.
there? Yeah, I did too.
I mean, I've parked there. And I've never gotten a house. But see, what I did was, right on the other side of the intersection, there's like a spot.
Yeah. That was
And-
already taken this morning.
Yeah, because I'm in it.
Oh, you're the
Yeah.
one? You fucker. All right. Sorry about your streaming on us. But people are watching a streaming shot of a poor life. Bad words just make it a little more.
Are they going live for you or something?
No, they wouldn't know that late. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. See, they were supposed to count their shit when we left. They got set up.
Yeah.
Then I would walk with them. Wasn't that long ago? And then Jay's running out of courthouse through the car. We were trying to
She's got me here in the car. Right here from here, she's CBS had stuff set up. And studio cameras set up in front of all the doors. Remember that? Yeah. Because I was set up. Yep. I was set up right next to him at the front door. And they got the same 10-second statement that I got. You know, and it was like, but they were spending $100,000 a day. You know? I was working for Combs, who was spending $50 a day. Yeah, I'll tell you, the heat down there was bad, but the whole
Yeah, well, I brought the heat thinking I was going to get the whole day. Wait up, sleep, rain.
Remember the guy used to let us come inside in between the doors?
Yes. And it wasn't all the time.
No. All depended on the guard. Yep.
Looking around in that garage and feeling next to it. Problem is, there's different levels of that garage. It's like, you can stand on one, once you get to the next level, you don't even see it. And I, you know, it's my own still come out this way.
Just getting dark.
It's out there.
And look what one of the big bushes they used to have there were the sides of the door.
No, where'd you actually?
Squirrels are like frickin' rats. I mean, there must have been 50 of them.
I have a good friend from over that part.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I went there once actually on the job. A long time ago.
Aircraft related?
Huh?
Aircraft related?
No, it was some silly British tabloid job. Someone was there. They wanted a picture of me. I don't remember who it was or why we were there. It was some guys. I think of this car over here.
You shouldn't feel bad. It's always put behind you.
Black, that's the thing. That's going to distract you. About that time.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I really. Remember Kevin Lewis from kid? Yeah, I'm sure you saw him. He used to host to the chief of the police.
From England. Like maybe even longer. A long time. Lived in LA and my wife was now.
Yeah, so it's like
I can't imagine the Senate. I would have thought this would be pretty quick. I mean, what's there to say, right? We already found the girl there. I mean, I don't think she did get a prison sentence. It's pretty long. But if she did, is it, could they hold it? It doesn't make any difference to me because they'll find me something else to do.
I think for us,
Really?
Last out there one time. So I thought I'd do a trip on the side. Maybe I just go across the street.
I mean, to be honest, I don't watch the show, but I'm surprised that like somebody else like Housewives. You know what I mean? I wouldn't spot them anyway, so I don't know that.
Because I thought the public street went from 20 feet from the center of the roadway back to the sidewalk. I know down in D.C.
There's a lot lot of people were running.
Convention center used to be, okay, and the bus station and all kinds of stuff.
Pretty big.
Well, there's a whole section in there that is privately owned. I went to shoot over there, and I mean, they got all my things. It's crazy.
I'm from the Bay now.
Okay, cool. When you walk over with your gear, I'll wait a minute or two and then I'll walk over.
And you have another person on the other side, right?
Oh,
Maybe it was the other people.
How you feel?
I saw the Fox guy around there. I was talking to him.
That's probably more of a road.
So you guys did see that? Oh, this is like, I don't get it. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Local people. Good. We have a schedule. Oh, you give me the cost. Got it.
Oh.
Okay. Sure. So we can move it aside. So,
It's 3 hours. No, she used to have it.
Sure.
Like out of date. Time. So like 3 hours. And I looked up, so I was thinking maybe I'll just wait outside her house and come back. It'll be easier. I was even thinking that this morning. I was like, maybe I should just go to her house. Get a shot of it coming out.
Yeah. I could just take a picture.
Anyway, the address on the court one, lots of the time ago, I asked the officer for confirmation. And it's a new address. Also, 3 hours.
I got you.
Like way like down.
Are you gonna be on too?
I never
Gonna be on too?
I don't want to volunteer.
Okay.
Out of Charlottesville, it's like a 6-hour round trip, you know.
I got you. All right. I'll get everybody set up. No problem. Thank you. All right.
has 3 prior DUIs. Oh, I'm sorry.
You go.
I guess she has 3 prior DUIs.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's her 4th one.
Okay. Well, that could affect things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You came up from Miami?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, okay, it's not gonna be that cool.
She didn't do.
I mean, it's not that if you
alcohol,
go to some, it's not gonna be that.
No, it feels a lot different. Yeah, it's nice.
Got to do the work.
Yeah.
Housewives of Potomac?
Oh yeah, some corruption stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh okay. Yeah.
Stuff over.
Yeah, but just
Okay.
because that was like last December. She got involved in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the housewife of Potomac. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah. Yeah. I remember she was driving a white Audi GT Maserati, right? Yeah. She was driving the husband. She tried to say the husband was driving. They were saying, "No, you were driving." And she was drunk.
Ask you over here. It's all coming back to you.
No, I remember the story. I never read about it. And stuff. She's become not sure. But DUI, 6 months, maybe.
Seems to me this happened.
Yeah. One time, maybe Sabi's, right? Gonna pick some truck. She did work for nine. Who do you work for? NPR? Fox News? Oh, nice. All right, guys, thank you.
Friends of yours? What's all that screaming about?
Somebody's protesting over that. Of course, there's 2 of them. So, not a big one.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up. Bye. Bye. Well, that's my guy on the desk saying, it appears they have a verdict. Bob will be on his way out. But I thought this was a sentence. Okay, well, then I guess they got a sentence. I got a sentence for you. Yeah. And it ends with, and the horse you rode in on.
There you go. Time to get tense.
All right. You maybe coming up?
Well, apparently, according to him, they got the sentences in.
Believes that's the case.
All right.
Of course, that still doesn't mean we're going to see anybody out there.
Right.
I was talking to the photographer. He was saying, I guess they attached garage. I think there were doors to each of the floor.
They're gonna try to go out another way, huh?
Yeah, I think that's
I'm fine with that.
It's got to be embarrassing enough. You know.
Well, I mean, there's a
don't
whole
know.
other side that they can go out on over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, we got.
circle.
Well, we had a guy over there. He's Mike Rickard, but he's probably gone by now. He's a overnight guy too.
Oh, okay.
Or early morning guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Every time I say my desk says, I'm reminded of a great story. You remember Patrick McGrath, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he used to report in Baltimore, and Nancy Pelosi's dad used to be the mayor of Baltimore. So one time, and it was back in the day, it was a lot more casual. Reporters would just come into the mayor's desk area and stand around and fire off questions. And so McGrath, there was some question about some impropriety with money or some shit like that. So McGrath says, "Oh, my desk wants to know what your reaction to the missing money is." And he looks at McGrath. He puts his head down on his desk. He sits up and he says, "My desk tells your desk to fuck off."
There you go.
That's how far back he goes.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can't get away with that stuff these days. That's a true story. Well, Patrick told me he wouldn't lie. Hello? No, I haven't seen it. Oh, I didn't. No, I haven't bothered listening. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Probably search the court to see where all the cameras were first, and then shoot before they were.
Yeah. He's smart there.
Yeah, I got a reporter coming out. I think he's going to do a live shot because he's got the morning show on.
Oh, it's over.
What's that?
It's over.
Yeah. All right.
That's what happened, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, if I comes out, I don't have my channel. That'll leave the channel one open.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
The meters.
Sir, if they do come out this door, you're right in front of the door. I was just saying, if they do come out the door, and right there, you were right in front.
I don't know what the shot is like. I'll give you two.
I think photographers forget sometimes.
Doesn't matter.
I know. But if
Yeah.
I just need to get what I need to get.
Yeah, exactly.
He's thinking,
Well,
like,
that's why I was over there to begin with, figuring I'd get them coming in and going up, but it's like I saw all you guys over here. It's like, I need to go over there.
yeah. I only have like three.
Well, she's blonde hair, right?
Yeah. She's got like a little mole on her.
Yeah.
I feel like she may have had some face work done.
Maybe.
I don't know what it is in the celebrity world. Everybody has to cut up on themselves.
Because everybody knows.
Oh, did you have a stick? Sorry.
What are you asking?
Just this. Doug, you have a AFB?
Can I get a?
That's fine. That's fine. I just get your reaction. Oh, really? Yeah.
Lower my face.
I can't do that. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Okay.
She probably expected it though.
Yeah, understood.
If she got jail time,
Yeah.
there's no way we're gonna.
But the action was a not surprised.
Glad or not surprised?
Not
So they're not
surprised,
taking
but
her into custody now? They just,
I would think, but
I know he was gonna.
Yeah.
like I said, she makes a whole lot more money than you and me combined.
Not
yeah, so she was,
Man, so.
give me a week to go talk to my family. I'll
Yeah,
come back.
yeah. Give me 90 days to get my affairs in order.
Yeah. Because the average person, once you get sentenced and you get jail time, they take you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if it were you or me, we wouldn't even gotten out of jail.
Like, if y'all want to look for me upstairs in the
Exactly.
cells.
You'd be in one of those orange suits.
Yeah, Steve, one of her castmates, the daughter of Chuck Brown, was there. I spoke to her on the way up. She did not testify. The only person actually testified besides Karen Newell was her husband, Raymond, who I've got tons of notes, so I'm not going to try to read them here, but I will just kind of paraphrase, just saying that she was a good person, worked hard in recent weeks to try to make good on what happened in March of last year. Karen Cougar herself, before the sentencing, told the judge she was sorry, that this was a wake-up call, that she was going to try to work hard on her sobriety, attend AA meetings for the rest of her life, and be an advocate for promoting people not to drink and drive. The state had asked for 2 years of incarceration, suspending all but 6 months. But Judge Terrence McGann, he listened and seemed open to the arguments that Ms. Huger's attorney was making, but at the end basically laid down the law. He blasted the guidelines that the state and the judicial system here are kind of operating under, thinking that the punishment should have been more. They were very careful. Someone at one point was blogging on Reddit, so they told everybody, you've got to shut off your phones. I didn't turn mine off. I made sure it was silent. So that's when, as soon as the judge said, I'm not going to follow the state's recommendation, I'll sentence you to 2 years in incarceration, suspending all but 1 year. The state was looking for 6 months in jail. He said, no, it's going to be a year. He said, we've had 4 offenses in the last 17 years. What are we waiting for the 5th? Before we actually sentence you to jail time. So as soon as they announced that it was 1 year in jail, I was able to sneak out a text to our producers. But we really stayed there for the rest of the way to see kind of what else
It's
was
over with now, you
imposed?
missed it all.
There's something like
How's he back?
$2,900 in fines and 5 years of probation.
They didn't come out the back, did
Once
they?
she serves a year
she
in
came in
jail
back.
or prison, they were talking about
That's what
her
we're never
serving
gonna
her
see her
time
here.
behind bars here in
did come in
Montgomery
back.
County. But that after she gets out after 1 year, she'll not be able to drive a car at all for another year. And then when she is allowed, obviously not to drive after drinking alcohol, and that she'll need an interlock device, which is something that her attorney was offering up right away, saying that if they could see it to either have her on home detention or just on probation, that she already was willing to install those interlocking devices and attend regular AA meetings. In terms of like her reaction, not too much. When her husband Ray stood up behind her to offer testimony to the judge, she kind of looked ahead, didn't seem to acknowledge him, and then at one point was wiping away tears, and then did look back at him before he sat down. It was a packed courtroom. There's a very large courtroom here at the circuit courthouse here in Rockville, which a lot of big cases usually have. This was in a smaller courtroom on the 8th floor, but it was packed. The judge allowed people to stand. John McCarthy, the state's attorney, who we'll hopefully hear from at some point, was actually sitting in a folding chair in the center aisle with other people. So it was a packed courtroom. No real audible reaction when the judge, harshly sentenced Karen Huger to 1 year in jail, and she didn't really react either. Steve and I had a chance, as I was walking out here, one of the jurors, a jury found her guilty back in December of driving under the influence of alcohol. She didn't want to go on camera, but said she was actually surprised by this verdict and told me that was not really expecting the judge to come down as hard as he did. Again, his demeanor throughout, before he started talking, was very casual and cordial, and then he seemed visibly angry. And I have quotes in here. If you give me a second, some of the things that the judge said in imposing the sentence, were really harsh. There's all the details of the sentence. If you give me 1 second, he did mention, that there was some talk about her blaming her accident in March in Potomac on the fact that she had mixed anti-anxiety and antidepressive medications with alcohol. The judge said that you were filled to the gills with alcohol, and he blasted her for her behavior at the time of her arrest and scolding the officers. Before the sentencing, her attorney handed the judge 3 one-page letters that she wrote to each of the 3 officers who were on the scene last March 19th, right before midnight, apologizing for her behavior that night and thanking them for their service. Steve? It does start right away. I spoke to John McCarthy as we were leaving the courtroom because I wanted to get out here, and the judge dismissed everyone, but she was still standing there at the defense table. And I asked John McCarthy, does this jail sentence, whatever you want to call it, jail prison sentence, begin right away? And he said, oh yeah, it starts today. So she's going right to jail. And the judge mentioned, he didn't say like the Montgomery County Jail, Montgomery County Adult Detention Center. He said something about, you'll serve this in the state of Maryland, something, and then he said here in Montgomery County. So she is going to be, in a sense, a prisoner of the state of Maryland, but serve that, I can only presume, at the jail up in Clarksburg. This was on 2. Totally different channels. Okay. Sorry, I just thought if someone came out, I wanted to be able to pop.
I think we ought to scrunch together a little more so when the reporters come out, we have a spot where we can all see.
Well, I mean, that's fine with me. I mean, if you all want to kind of, You want to kind of shift up towards him?
Do you think they're gonna do it out here instead of inside there? It'll be a lot easier.
It's always easier to have it inside. But, yeah, it's good. Courthouse rules, no jackery in front of the courthouse.
What's that?
McCarthy's not speaking.
There's a shock.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody wants it?
I'll tell you what.
White balance, 11,000.
You got 11,000 also?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, it's because it's so blue in here. I mean, it's like, yeah.
Trump is asking where Bob's getting that makeup.
It's Clinique.
Hey Bob, can you step real close? I'm gonna get over the lamp. Sure.
It's very warm.
Are you happy with that camera?
Yeah.
Are you? Because
I'm happy. I'm especially happy with the weight of this camera.
but the actual function of the camera.
Yeah.
All right.
The worst part about it is that this eyepiece needs to come down some. Other than that,
Well, I have the same model in the truck. So,
but do you have this?
no, I don't.
You should definitely get this. This is worth its waiting.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like jerking off in front of the courthouse. No jackery allowed.
That was good.
Thanks. Well, I'm glad you asked for clarification. Now you know I'm actually a funny guy.
My main issue with the camera, I mean, it takes fine pictures. It's
Yeah,
just
well, see, we
the
have a few
focus
of
is
those
not
too. We use them on our
tack
morning show
sharp.
when we do the zip trip.
Sometimes it's a little.
I tell that joke 10
Yeah.
times every
Right
Friday.
there.
I've done that. No, I've done that.
Use it all the
They
time.
open the back door.
Matter of
Hey,
fact,
wait a
it's
minute,
turned
man,
on
no
right now.
jackery on zip trip.
I
By now everybody's like,
I mean, it makes a big difference. I mean, that's without it, and that's with it. So it makes a big difference, man. I notice it the most when I'm looking in here, because, like I said, this eyepiece is not great.
no matter how lonely you get, there will be no jackery in front of the courthouse. Something to
Something to throw them off.
Well, that judge sounded like he was pissed.
I'll tell you one of the worst things about this whole camera is trying to find a decent range on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I got one. I don't remember what the name of it is. Our chief photographer got it, the name of it from a buddy of his, and that is by far the best one I've gotten so far.
But I had other shit to do. Okay. So
Yeah, we had 3 out of the 4.
I don't want to shop. I know Station Grammar School shows you close to this house.
Well, I guess that's what we're doing. That's
Did you just say it went out the other way?
I thought I heard that, but then he did just say that she was going straight into custody. So.
Did he say she's not coming? For her? Yeah, like that guy in the red hat. I thought that's what he said.
So they've already taken her out. Big transition.
Why don't they bring him up here? Some guy.
Well, honestly, just to see what can happen, we honestly gave her more to say that they did. She's part of the situation. We also have well, honestly, it was fair. But also, on the side,
Here we go. Montgomery County just got quiet.
honestly, it really sucks as a fan because when you watch these shows, you really feel like you kind of know these people and you invite them into your home. So
use that, you just stay here. When you're done here, I'll make those two over just on tape. My guy's on that side. Just to say hey.
Yeah.
Do you want me to throw them on for you?
Yeah.
Did you have it, Mike?
Yes, he's coming around.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Is it possible to have you all come to the logistical?
Are these people anybody who's... Dude.
Ray's still up there.
They're all
Yeah,
really...
Ray's still up there. He's on the courtroom, right?
Ray is the...
They're out the courtroom now, but there's
They're just hanging out. That's my item, everybody. You can step closer.
Do you mind backing up just a little?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hold on here, Bob. I got you.
Sorry. We can start with you and then ask you, okay? All right.
Just a minute.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here, everybody. Thank you.
All right, we're good.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Can you first say and spell your name?
My name is Roberto Small, Roberto Small.
Did I hear you came
from Alexandria, Virginia.
Take us through what you saw, what it was like, your thoughts.
Well, we got there a little late after it started, and the crazy thing is that there was a sign posted outside of the courthouse, or the courtroom, saying that it was court and you couldn't come in unless you had access or permissions. But we still went in, and her attorney was, trying his best to, advocate for Karen in the best way he could, and then, the prosecutor came on and said what she had to say. And we kind of feel like the judge just had his mind made up, pretty much for a while now. He was really relentless in kind of how he spelled it out.
Typed.
I'm sorry.
Page
Hold on
after
1 second.
page.
1 second. Hit me with that.
He had some documents. It was typed page after page. He's reading, he's giving his opinion, he's explaining, this issue, that issue, why it doesn't make any sense to forego jail time, all those things. So, yes, he was very well prepared. I don't want to be
The
shady.
only thing he had wrong is he said that she drove a Mazda and not a
A
Maserati.
Yeah.
Maserati,
Unfortunate.
What do you think of the sentencing? The state was even asking for 6 months, and he gave her a year.
Well, we thought it was fair. It was a little shocking. I think coming here, we kind of thought, she'll just get house arrest. It'll be something kind of like a slap on the wrist. So hearing 2 years, 1 year being served is kind of like jarring, and I'm still taking it. So obviously, I'm sure she is, but it was still more than fair.
More than
Yeah.
And hey, hold on 1 second. What's your thought?
No, I was just saying, I think it's fair, but it's also important that it wasn't just a slap on the wrist, because even though the judge mentioned we're not here to talk about her celebrity and all those things, that plays a part in it. And so they talked about accountability. So this is, her feet to the fire, being held accountable for the things that have happened. But the judge was not here to play today. He definitely took into account the things in the past, some stuff that has come out recently. So again, we think it was fair. We really do. Luckily, no one got hurt in this instance, but to his point, how many more times will there be before, Miss Huber learns her lesson? Hopefully this time is it.
Your name is?
Brandy Phillips, Brandi Phillips, Phillips.
And fair enough to call you fans of the show?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You guys want any? I wasn't here a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
You
sure,
guys
sure.
want Any other?
Yeah.
You look like Jack Nicholson.
Watch it, lady. I can be mean, too. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but thank you. It's an observation. No. Okay. So, can you say and spell your name and tell us
Yes.
you're interested in this case?
I'm Chantel Wright, CHANTEL, WRIGHT. I've been a Housewives fan from the beginning of Potomac. Huge fans of Karen. I got here early, about 30 minutes before the sentencing started. We were able to wait in the lobby upstairs. Karen and family came in, very quiet, understated. We didn't even know that they had shown up to the sentencing. Overall, I was kind of shocked by 1 year. The judge ordering 2 years, 1 year suspended, 1 year jail time. And we watched as Karen was taken away by the sheriffs to go get booked.
And she seemed, I had left, she was still standing. What was her demeanor? Did she acknowledge people?
She definitely, there was times where I definitely saw that she was tearing up. She was wiping her eyes with Kleenex. She gave her statement, which she didn't tear up for that. She was pretty calm and collected. But I think that the whole thing was a shock. I don't think they were expecting her to get guilty. I was To be honest, as someone that has children, and drunk driving is a very serious, dangerous crime, I'm honestly happy that she got jail time. I don't think she learned a lesson. After the judge mentioned 18 years of these kind of incidences of driving under the influence, and she didn't take accountability until she got sentenced in December and got caught. You're welcome.
Much. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Hey guys.
Supposedly, my reporter's bringing a defense.
Suicide Karen's husband.
I think we're good with that. Like for the fans' point of view, we'll just see if family comes up. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Supposedly, my reporter's
I would have
bringing
said
a
yes if you hadn't called me
defense
Jack.
attorney down.
No.
You go take care of that.
Oh,
Come
that's
on,
great.
dude.
That's great.
Don't give him a smack.
Okay, yeah, there were just a couple black fans who were awesome. There were a couple fans out here.
She's a tree. She's a tree. Right. Well, she didn't really hurt herself. I mean, her mom was messed up. She was fine.
Before I came out, you weren't plugged in live.
I think the attorney was coming.
Okay, so you didn't know when we were on.
You were still doing she bringing the defense attorney
Steve
here?
calling me. You weren't listening. You didn't know that Steve was saying, "Let's go to Bob." You were still fucking. Oh, wait. Go ahead. You went when you came. Okay. But no, I wasn't listening. Because that way you would have known I was talking to you. That's all right.
Actually, just kind of stick that someplace, and if she's not here, hold on to that. Just put it out there.
Okay.
And just kind of lay it over back.
Tripod. So they're gonna go where the interest is.
So those were those fans of the show? Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. Just put them in the tape that we can get. That's funny.
A couple of winners today.
You can just give her the mic.
Okay, perfect. Hold on to this because he has to run downstairs and get some documents. He'll be out in just a second. I'm about to do a quick hit. Oh, what? Me too.
What's the name?
The name of the lady you were doing out here in Houston.
Oh, on Housewives?
Yeah.
That you can't waste it like that.
Yeah.
Karen, help us stop these evictions. You will send me the money. Huh?
She's in jail.
Karen can't help you, girl. Karen can't help nobody right now. Like
Every day you go to the
it's
court.
unlawful. Affordable housing. Right. Gotcha.
And so it's like, the rents are about
Can I give you some advice? I used to be a roommate. What's more about it? Well, it's the law. Because you're interrupting the interviews and then what I'm waiting for here to see if you have rules. It's not really. That's pissing people off. Like, yeah, because they're doing them never interviews people and then they get that. I mean, that's what they interviews. But the best way you get legal with everything, not sour milk. Yeah, so what you do, I mean, they didn't say anything yet. So the best way to do it, if I were you, I would have a very educated conversation. I would get one of them reported to the school and say, hey, this is the story. Take it to the That's the best. The younger days, nobody's listening. They think it's free. Seriously. So the best way. Well, you know what I'm saying, though. Nobody's like when you're young, like you was there. When you see somebody typically on the street, it's fine. They have a good episode. All right, you too. I totally get you.
Anytime now.
I know it doesn't. What is that like? Why do you like that?
Some of it, that all there was changed.
Jade is asking me to send over some.
I'm asking you to do what?
I need to send her some of the notes that I wrote from her statement. Can I put this?
Oh,
Thank you.
don't worry. I'll give it back to you if somebody comes out.
This young deliverer
Jason's a Sorry.
You gotta get up there.
Yep.
Can you hold one second?
Yeah. Jay, just go down.
We can take this now. Hey, Jeff,
Yes.
David Martell. Martell. Yeah. Martella. Martella. Karen Huber's attorney. If Guy wants to come.
M as in Mary, A-R-T-E-L-L-A.
Martella, David, right?
Yes.
David Martella. So let him know if he wants to take it real quick. Okay, bye. All right. Thanks. So, hold on one second. You want me to do?
Yeah. If you go down, that'd be good. Yep.
At the end of the proceeding, Karen Huber told me she is at peace with this. She is glad this part of the process is over. She has been working very hard on her recovery for the last few months, and that has allowed her to be the healthiest that she has been in years. And she told me she is fully prepared to get through this, and she will get through this, and she looks forward to a brighter day very soon.
What did you make of the prosecution's comments that she wasn't taking her until she was sick?
Not authorized to take any questions. Thank you very much.
Just that statement.
Just that statement. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was exciting.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
While you do that,
Appreciate it.
Barry, you'll be right here.
Okay.
yeah, pretty shocked at the building. We want to be able to see, Montgomery County for that's really it.
Okay.
We don't have to go in for 3 minutes.
I'll be right back, Barry. Just want to get these experience.
All right. Have fun with it. Worst thing.
Okay, hey, Doug.
Sorry.
Actually, you know what? Let me get my cap. Okay, cool.
Are you sure that that lavalier is turned on?
I'll make sure that
Thank you.
I would think.
M-A-R-T-E-L-L.
I'm not seeing that much.
Hey, testing 1, 2, 3. Hey there, sorry. Got to talk. You hear it. Testing 1, 2, 3. You hear me now? Okay, stand by. They're going to play. Okay, all right. So how long you were with God? What time is it? Okay, stay up. 30 seconds? Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. All right, I'm hearing all kinds of shit. So yeah, so we're going to go on with Guy at Am I good right here?
Yeah.
Hey, Guy. How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't grab it on my
Okay. Oh, no? Do you want me to call in on IFB? Yeah, from the other day? Yeah, I'll do that right now. I think so. And have me talk to you real quick. Okay, thanks, bye. No, we're doing it. I can't use this. They can't hear, I can't hear them, so I'm going to use my, so we'll still go on. Can you talk to me? Is this right, guys? Is this the right IFB? Am I on the right IFB? Emmy, am I on the right IFB?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I can. This is the right IFB? I
When
can.
I'm on live, I can. Oh.
Okay, minute 45 to us. And if you want to throw any of that VO up.
The AT.
You saying something?
Not to you.
Okay, thank you there.
They were a hit for the web.
Oh, really? Well, you saw what I was doing. They were screaming the whole time.
Somebody sent me a screen grab with the back of me facing your camera. Just tell me when you're about 30 out or something.
About 30.
You
30
want it now?
Yep, she just said it.
You can't monitor your IFP through your live view?
Well, he's on a different line right now. Yes, that's how I do it. Live view feeds my IFB transmitter. He's got a receiver and I have a receiver.
2008.
Different IFB.
Was it 11 or 10?
So he's on a, it's not the same.
They said both. I think it was stuff 10, but it was crazy. Okay, let me get.
Hey there, Guy. Things are quieting down a little bit here. We definitely had some fans of the show who were here, Real Housewives of Potomac, and we just heard now from the attorney for Karen Huber. He said that she is accepting this 1-year jail sentence with peace. That she's had time to reflect on this. It seemed startling to almost everybody in the courtroom when the judge said, look, I know the state said sentence her to 2 years, at least it was a recommendation of the state, to sentence Karen Huber to 2 years in prison, suspending all but 6 months, so meaning 6 months in jail. The judge said no, 1 year in jail, and that when she gets out a year from now, she cannot drive her car for another year, drive any car for another year after that. And she was to be handed over to the custody of the Department of Corrections right away, leaving the courtroom and going right to jail.
I'm getting ready to send.
She did speak before the sentencing and said that she thanks God that nobody was hurt last March 19th, just before midnight, out on Olong Lane in Potomac when she had this single car accident, and admits that she has an issue mixing alcohol with prescription drugs for depression and anxiety, but that she has been going to AA meetings and plans to attend AA meetings for the rest of her life. The judge, when he handed down the sentence, said, seem to think it's a problem mixing alcohol with your medications, not that you have a drinking problem. And he said, look, in the last 17, 18 years, this is your fourth time you've been charged, at least initially, convicted by a jury, in this case in December, of driving under the influence, and you still don't get it, even though you've been in treatment, outpatient, inpatient, went for 31 days to West Palm Beach earlier this year after she was convicted by a jury of this DUI charge, but that you still don't take this seriously. So the judge said you're going to jail and threw on these other restrictions, no driving for a year afterward. Even the folks who were fans of the show who've been watching this tell us they think it's a good sentence. They were just surprised that she got a year in jail. No, you know, and you often wonder, and that varies. Often they'll say, okay, you know, report back here in a month or 60 days. She was told she has like a 30 days or a year to appeal this sentence, but she's going right away. I mean, I had a chance to speak to John McCarthy, state's attorney from Montgomery County, who was one of his assistants who prosecuted this case and made the argument for 6 months in jail to the judge, Terrence McCann, here this morning. But McCarthy told me she's going right away to jail. So if she's not on her way, she may be being processed here at the courthouse, but will be on her way. We're told, handed over to the state of Maryland, but will serve her time, more than likely, it appears, at the jail here in Montgomery County for a full year. We had both doors covered, Guy, but she apparently came in through a garage, like a basement garage with her lawyer. So she avoided the cameras going in, and we're not likely to see her going out. There may be like a jail van that'll leave here, but we won't see her. One of the arguments that her attorney, David Martella, made before the sentencing was that, had production on the latest season of Real Housewives of Potomac not been starting at about the time of her accident last March, she would have sought help sooner. That one of the reasons she didn't seek out and get help prior to her conviction in December was because of production of the show. But she avoided the cameras here today. Before the sentencing, she had told the judge that, I can use my platform, the fact that I have a camera lens, to try to advocate against drinking and driving, knowing now how bad it is from her recent re-education about it, but the judge was having none of that. And it was interesting, some of the show watchers who were here, we spoke to afterward, remarked on how the judge kind of read from a prepared statement. So yes, he listened to the arguments that Karen Huger's attorney made, her plea for leniency. They were looking for home detention or probation, and to the state's argument, which had been spelled out in a document last week. But he kind of read from his, what seemed to be prepared statement before he imposed the sentence. And one of the things he said was that, how many times does it take for someone to get caught drinking and driving before a real sentence is handed down? He blasted the guidelines that the judicial system and prosecutors were kind of limited to. And one quote that stuck out to me, he said that at the time of her accident last March 19th, she was filled to the gills with alcohol. So he wasn't buying that it was just the fact that she had mixed a couple of Stella beers with her medications. So pretty interesting goings on here at the Circuit Court in Rockville today. Yeah. You bet. Thank you. So I kind of think this might be it. We got his statement. She's going. We got a couple of court watchers. I didn't realize this, but Lauren DeMarco says audio recordings of what's up there are available now. So I would love to spend some time, like in I don't know if I'll record it from one phone to another or right into the camera, but of like her mea culpa, and I'd love the judge. The judge was, kind of blasted her. So I'd love to we can use a freeze frame of her over any audio, and I'll find a photo of the judge. So I'd like to spend a little bit of time working on that.
All right.
Let me find out where they want us, because my car's over in the, but I'm assuming just stay here. Or here.
They're screaming it live.
Of course, I would not get mixed minus, so I kept I had to call it on my phone.
Hello, Jack. Okay, man, good.
I think we've gotten all we're going to get. We've got a couple of show watchers. Well, no, they were in the courtroom too. So they were in there, and then they came out and kind of weighed in. So we've got kind of weird people, kind of weird people coming to the show, saying, she deserved what she got, kind of thing. And we got her defense attorney. He just made a statement. Basically saying she's at peace with this. John McCarthy, the prosecutor. So I'm going to see if I can get a little audio clip of what she said. Yeah. That and also Can we just stay up here? Kind of just past the courthouse, I guess. I drove up 7, but I think it would just work. Okay. Hey, Doug, I gotta go to my car to get my shit. But yeah, let's stay here, work out of your car. We're done with all this.
Yeah, my car.
Right over there. So I'll see you over there and we'll start getting our shit together.
Cool.
You want to talk about issues that really matter?
17 years of it. Okay. That little blue thing right there takes the place on my entire truck.
I feel like getting evicted in Montgomery County. I think that's a little more important than a housewife celebrity.
I tell you, our bosses think people are more interested in that.
Really?
At this particular issue. I understand what you're saying. That's a bad problem.
Talk to your bosses about the fact that this will affect what you really want to do.
I don't think anyone would disagree.
You're done.
But then they say you guys have to
Because that's what people want to watch, and we have to stay in business too, or we'll get evicted.
Maybe one of them once a week.
I don't know what to tell you.
bad
It's not that I don't
commentary
like
on this country. Yeah.
Well,
Right now, yes.
life for a column.
Hey, Doug. Last thing, not official, but
The issue is that she can shoot it up on the sound. I mean, that's kind of but still.
Your money just hang out for a little bit.
It's like
Attention.
dinosaur.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be hanging, if you want to get in the car and start doing stuff, that's fine. If you're going to hang here, this ain't going to help.
Yeah, I'm not just hanging out. I'm trying to work out something for our contest weekend. Ambrose is going to help me out.
Okay.
That's what I'm standing for.
No, I'm just saying, but if you're...
All right.
Okay.
Really? Really? Well, here's something I'm gonna kick out. I was up on the bridge for Housewives of Potomac, okay? And David Muir came out, his crew, we had like 10 guys with him. That's what I know. And beforehand, so nobody else can be there. And, you know, the guy said, well, give me $5,000. You can be here too. I said, I'll call my desk. And he promptly laughed over the phone out loud. Yeah, right. And there was nobody involved. All I knew.
Hopefully, next time I do the next hearing, I'm gonna have
Right.
like I'm pushing you to that. Like,
Right. I'm telling you, I've driven out to Sprinter trucks full of people. I haven't seen a production like that since the Super Bowl. Really amazing. There's David Rule, 15 guys doing the same exact thing. And they actually have a better shot. Here. And then you got Lester, cast of thousands, you know. And here I am by myself. You know. NBC had a strike, which kind of equaled everything. And I remember going out and I was sitting next to the NBC and the photographer was an accountant and the sound guy was a courier. It's like, yeah. That pretty much equalized everything. Of course, you know, almost retirement age, who knows? I'll probably be doing the same thing. Sitting there drooling on my couch like watching the internet. This could have been so much worse. Yeah.
that your phone?
What?
Is that your phone? Ringing?
My feed will be over in a minute.
Oh.
I'm still feeding, so watch that F-bomb.
I should fly right between my lips out to your microphone.
I'm sorry, what were you saying about?
I was on the inside. Part of the live chat.
I'm trying to remember where I was. I remember some of the worst times were like, remember when they used to do the Parkers and Andrews at first base? They used to set up out there in the pit.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I remember being out there several times, covered in ice, and just, because of the Parker, and it's like it's sleeting out, and you shake your coat and all the ice falls off.